Kharkiv continuing to bear the brunt of the Russian attack. In Kharkiv, there's raging fire, billowing smoke that is being witnessed. We're getting you that breaking news at the top of this hour. On your screens right now, you can see the smoke screen right there. It's a total smoke screen in Kharkiv at the moment. Raging fire, billowing smoke there on your screens. You can see that. Russia upping the assault on the 22nd day of the war. Kharkiv continuing to bear the brunt of Russian attack.
Посмотрите, блядь. Сука, это дома мирные, блядь.
So as the assault on Ukraine continues, and while on the other side there is a 15-point peace plan, which is something that is being discussed between the two nations, and there is some sort of a hope right now for a fair amount of, for this war to end, perhaps for there to be some sort of a truce between the two nations. While all of that is going on, look at the situation in Kharkiv. There is a Russian attack, the offensive in Kharkiv on your screens right now. Rajesh Pawar now joins us for the very latest. Rajesh, on one side, the two nations are talking about a 15-point peace plan. While Russia is continuing this offensive, we are seeing the images coming in from Kharkiv right now, and this does not look like the war is coming to an end anytime soon.
Look, there have been talks going on for now last 10 days or 11 days, in fact, and now they are talking on a regular basis, on everyday basis. But that does not mean the military operations have stopped. And as per reports last night in Kharkiv and Sumy, there were heavy battles fought. Also, there was reports of an air attack on Mariupol, which Russia has denied. The Ukrainians have alleged that there is a heavy airstrike, and a theater got damaged in Mariupol in the airstrikes by Russian missiles. But Russia has denied all these allegations, and they have said there are no airstrikes. There are also reports of 17 people killed in Sumy when they were probably gone to collect groceries or something. But Russia has again denied that, and there have been these allegations and counter allegations from both sides. And as it has been happening for last 10 days, military operations will continue, and at the same time we are seeing that there are progress being made in talks sometimes, and the next day we come to know that no actual progress has been made. So this game has been going on, but I think it is still a good sign that at least talks are going on. Maybe one day we will have a breakthrough, but they are going on at the same time. Military operations are also on. Over to you.
No, absolutely. And so while we are seeing these images coming in from Kharkiv and the manner in which Russia's offensive on Kharkiv is panning out, questions also arise on what is the situation in Kiev too, because that is the other place which Russia is trying to now get their hands on. They've not been able to manage yet because the Ukrainian resistance is very strong. But what is the situation at the moment in the capital?
Look, as far as these images from Kharkiv and other places are coming, I would again say we should look at them with caution. We should take this information with caution. We should take it with a pinch of salt. They may not be exactly what is happening. A lot of these kind of videos and photos are circulating from the beginning of the war. About Kyiv, it was quite...
But Rajesh, the images that we are showing right now have been verified by our entire team, doubly check, cross-check, and hence we are airing these images, and there is nothing inaccurate about anything that India Today is putting out. Those videos that you're talking about, probably you might be seeing them on other channels, but not on India Today. But at the same time, it's going to be interesting to get your perspective on where Kiev stands.
Look, I'm not doubting anyone, and I'm not saying, but these things are impossible to verify at this stage in the war. Like there was a report by BBC showing Antonov factory being bombed, and they showed even videos which were picked up from the local media. And I went to Antonov factory same day, and it was totally intact. So we should take all this with a lot of caution. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not saying that anybody is giving false reports, but on social media and on local channels, a lot of such videos and pictures which cannot be verified have been going on since the beginning of the war. Having said that, now about Kyiv, Kyiv has been quiet last night. There were no bombings, no air raids in Kyiv last night. However, fighting in Irpin, which is 8 kilometers away from now Kyiv, fighting has been going on there continuously. Over to you.
No, absolutely. I understand what you're saying, and hence we've got an entire team in place that does several layers of authentication and verification before putting out any of these particular videos on your screens that you see. India Today is one channel you can trust. We don't rely on social media or WhatsApp forwards. These are verified images that we're putting up at the moment. The offensive on Kharkiv is there for everyone to see. And Rajesh, the biggest question here is that 4 rounds of talks, and you've been reporting there's risking your own life. 4 rounds of talks have been inconclusive. Now there is a 15-point peace plan in place, but that is also conditional to Ukraine not becoming a part of NATO. So what are those conditions by Russia at this point?
Look, these 4 rounds of talks have not been totally like failure. They did result in these humanitarian corridors, which probably saved a lot of lives. A lot of people could evacuate, a lot of people could leave the cities, the conflict zone. So they were not totally useless, but yes, they did not move forward much on the real questions where the war can end. And that was the security guarantees which Ukraine is asking for in lieu of not joining NATO, and about Donbass and Crimea. So those questions still remain unresolved. Both the parties Ukraine has showed some kind of softening of stand as regards to joining NATO, but with Donbass and Crimea, which Russia wants to be a part, Donbass to be totally independent 2 countries and Crimea to be part of Russia, there has been sometime a softening of attitude from Ukraine, hints that probably they're willing to talk, and then there's again hardening of stance. So not much results in those directions, which are the key issues for the whole war. But there have been, after these 4 rounds of talking, there have been an agreement to talk every day virtually. They are meeting now, their representatives are talking every day virtually. And this 15-point plan will totally depend on how much they soften their attitude, especially Ukraine with regards to Donbass and Crimea. Over to you.
Absolutely. Rajesh, continue to be with us. Rajesh Pawar, our soldier reporter, getting you second-by-second updates in terms of all that is going on. Continue to be with us. Don't go anywhere, Rajesh.